My asthma. They said they'd fix it, but it didn't make any difference at all.
Well, sometimes doctors make mistakes. Anna, you have to try twice as hard to fix them. Are you using your inhaler?
All the time. Go through one a week.
You sure you're using it right?
Do I look like an idiot?
Nope. Why don't you show me how your inhaler works?
Ever wondered what happens when an expensive car meets an elderly driver? So an elderly man rear-ends this fancy European sports car. Enraged, the driver jumps out and yells, "Look what you did to my car! You owe me $10,000 right now or I'm gonna beat you to a pulp!" The old man, nervous but hopeful, says, "Oh my, I don't have that kind of money. Let me call my son. He trains dolphins. He'll know what to do." "Dolphins!" the other driver mocks, rolling his eyes. The old man dials his son, but the irate driver snatches the phone, shouting, "So you're a dolphin trainer, huh? Your old man just rear-ended my car and I need 10 grand now or I'm beating you both to a pulp." The son, calm and collected, replies, "I'll be there in 10 minutes. Exactly 10 minutes later, a Jeep pulls up. A guy hops out and proceeds to pulverize the bully, leaving him in a heap. He walks over to his dad and says, "For the last time, Dad, I train SEALs. Navy SEALs, not dolphins."
Two women in a bus fighting bitterly for the last available seat. The conductor already tried unsuccessfully to intervene when the bus driver shouted at conductor, "Let the ugly one take the seat." Both women stood for the rest of the journey. Argument done.
None. But this library visit is about to get legendary. Ready to laugh? So picture this. A guy walks into a library and spots a girl sitting alone. He casually asks, "Do you mind if I sit beside you?" And she shouts, "No, I don't want to spend the night with you." Everyone's staring and our guy is turning 50 shades of red. Just when you think it's over, the girl strolls to his table and whispers, "I study psychology." I know what a man is thinking. Feeling embarrassed, huh? Not missing a beat, the guy shouts back, "What? $200 just for one night? That's too much." Now, everyone's eyes are on her. He leans in and whispers, "I study law. I know how to make others feel guilty." And just like that, the library turns into a courtroom comedy. Moral of the story? Never underestimate a library showdown.
A man appeared in one village and announced to the villagers that he would buy monkeys for $10. The villagers, seeing that there were many monkeys around their village, they went out to the forest and started catching them. The man bought thousands at $10. When supply started to diminish, he again announced that he would now buy at $20, then $25, goes up to $100. This renewed the efforts of the villagers, and they started catching monkeys again until the supply diminished. Since he had to go to the city on some business, his assistant would now buy on his behalf. In the absence of the man, the assistant told the villagers, "Look, all these monkeys in the big cage that the man has bought. I will sell them to you at $75, and when the man returns from the city, you can sell it to him for $100. The villagers squeezed up with all their savings and bought all the monkeys. After they bought all the monkeys, they never saw the man and his assistant again, only monkeys everywhere. Welcome to the stock market.
This is why you never underestimate a group of grandmas. 3 old grandmas were chilling on a bench outside the nursing home when an old grandpa walked by. One of the grandmas yelled out, "Hey, we bet we can tell exactly how old you are." The grandpa scoffed, "No way you can guess my age." One of the grandmas grinned, "Sure we can. Just drop your pants and undershorts and we'll tell your exact age." Now, embarrassed but eager to prove they were wrong, the grandpa dropped his drawers. The grandmas inspected him, asking him to turn around a few times and jump up and down. Determined, he did just that. Then, in perfect unison, the grandmas shouted, "You're 87 years old." Stunned, with his pants around his ankles, the old gent asked, "How in the world did you guess my age?" Slapping their knees, high-fiving, and grinning from ear to ear, the 3 old ladies happily crowed, "We were at your birthday party yesterday. Oh, the mischief."
Mother and her young inquisitive son were flying Singapore Airlines from Singapore to New York. The son, who had been looking out the window, turned to his mother and asked, If dogs have baby dogs and cats have baby cats, why don't planes have baby planes? The mother, who couldn't think of an answer, told her son to ask the pretty flight attendant. So the boy dutifully asked the flight attendant, "If dogs have baby dogs and cats have baby cats, why don't planes have baby planes?" The flight attendant responded, "Did your mother tell you to ask me that?" The little boy admitted that she did. "Well then, tell your mother that there are no baby planes because Singapore Airlines always pulls out on time. Now let your mother explain that to you."
An old lady walks into a store to buy some cat food. She grabs 3 cans, heads to the cashier, and bam! The cashier stops her. "Sorry, ma'am," he says, "we need proof you own a cat." Some seniors have been eating this stuff. Determined, she goes home, brings back her cat, and voila, she gets the cat food. Next day, she's back for dog food. Same story, "Proof you own a dog, please." So she trudges home, returns with her dog, and scores the dog food. Day after that, she walks in with a small box, hole in the lid, hands it to the cashier. "Stick your finger in," she says. Cashier's like, "No way, might be a snake in there." She reassures, "Promise it won't hurt you." Cashier hesitates, sticks a finger in, then yanks it out. "Ew, that smells awful." Grinning, the woman says, "Exactly, now can I please buy 2 rolls of toilet paper?" And that, my friends, is how you win retail. Differences between a wife and a girlfriend. A wife is like a TV. A girlfriend is like a mobile. At home, you watch TV. But when you go out, you take your mobile. No money, you sell the TV. Got money, you change your mobile. Sometimes you enjoy TV. But most of the time, you play with your mobile. TV is free for life. But for the mobile, if you don't pay, the services will be terminated. TV is big, bulky, and most of the time, old. But the mobile is cute, slim, curvy, and very portable. Operational costs for TV are often acceptable. But for the mobile, they are often high and demanding. TV has a remote. Mobile doesn't. Most importantly, mobile is a two-way communication. You talk and listen. But with the TV, you must only listen, whether you want to or not. Last but not least, TVs don't have viruses. But mobiles often do. Men, choose wisely. An Indian joined a salesman's job in a big departmental store in Canada. At end of the first day at work, "Boss, how much of sales did you do on the first day?" Indian, "Sir, I attended to 1 sales call." Boss, "Only 1 sale the whole day? What is the value of your today's 1 sale?" Indian, $93,300. Boss, "What? Unbelievable. How did you do that?" Indian, "One customer came in and I sold him a small fishing hook, then a big hook, a fishing rod, and some fishing gear. Then I sold him a boat and a new SUV to carry it. And finally, a camping tent and groceries worth $200. Boss, you sold all this to a person who came just to buy a fish hook?" Indian, "No, sir. He actually came in to buy 1 tablet for his headache. I explained to him that fishing is the best way to get rid of headaches." Boss, "Where did you work before?" Indian, "I was a pro in a private hospital in India. For any patient who would come in for any minor complaint, we get the patient tested for pathology, ECO, ECG, TMT, Connecticut scan, X-ray, MRI, etc.
She's never gonna get in there. Told you she couldn't do it. Aye, aye.